Hello. This is
Hello.
That'll get your attention. This is Granny Rocks show. I'm Beth Green, otherwise known as Granny Rocks, and
I'm James Maynard, otherwise known as Sweet Baby James.
tonight I'm going to talk about Look at me. Look at me. Is social media a desperate cry for attention? And what if it is? Is that a problem? So, we're going to have so much fun tonight. But first, Sweet Baby James is going to tell you about our show.
Yes, you have come to the Granny Rocks show, where Granny rocks our world with her wit, her wisdom, and her very uncommon sense. And now, here it is, over to Granny.
Okay, so let's
do we
see
have
if we
anything
are.
Let's
Are we
see.
live streaming? Oh, we are. Yes. All right. Well, okay. So first of all, I want to make a confession.
Mm-hmm.
Confession is good for the soul.
I was just thinking that.
This morning, I was looking at Facebook, and I saw a post from a woman who wanted us to recognize her as a superior person, and most of her posts are like that, you know. And I started thinking, now why would she do that? She must want attention of some sort, and this is the way she thinks she's going to get it. And then I thought, and what about me? Do I do that? Oh, no, I never do that. No, that's why I'm on the internet twice a week. Because, no, not me. It was so embarrassing. I mean, you know, it was one of those point your fingers and it comes back to you.
There's several fingers pointing back at you.
Oh, my God. I felt like such a turd. So I started asking questions. I said, I'm not going to just stick with feeling critical of myself. I need to understand this phenomenon. So I started to ask myself about me as a child. Did I want attention? Are you kidding? Look at me! 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 You! Well, you know, this is so embarrassing. I used to prance around. It looks like
We have
there
a couple
is
of hellos here.
Yes.
Elizabeth says hello and sends a sweet, caring picture.
Hello.
And Catalina sends a hi with a heart.
Oh, wonderful. Hi, everybody. I want you to be with me on this and not just sit there and say, oh, what's wrong with that woman? So
I'm sure nobody else wants attention.
Nobody else did that as a child. I mean, children are constantly, first they say something that they think is cute or that you think is cute. Oh, isn't that cute?
Goo goo gaga.
Ooh, she said she took her own diaper off. How cute is that, right? And then it was, okay, so you said, oh, that is so cute, that is so cute. And then she begins to realize, oh, well, you know, if I take off my own diaper, everybody's going to look at me and say, oh, how cute, how cute. I'm going to get all this attention. So now I have to take off my diaper over and over. I'm 34 years old, and I'm still taking my diaper off in public. Is that a problem? I mean, do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah. Oh, and Tracy says hi and sends heart.
Hello. So, you know, the thing about children is in many ways they are so obvious. Like, look at me, look at mommy, look at me, daddy, look at me, look at. So there, it could be anything. You know, I just jumped over, you know, a stick. Right, and then it becomes, oh, I just I got all the answers right on my test, or I just got into Harvard, or whatever it is. I don't want to go to Harvard, but I got into Harvard, so now you're going to look at me, look at me. Look at me.
And your favorite warm-up was me, 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 me.
Look at me playing the piano. Oh, look at me. Except I didn't want people looking at me when I played the piano because I didn't think I was that good. So I don't want you to look at me certain times. Now, there are some people, as children, they didn't want anybody to look at them. Why would that be? Because, hey, Daddy is home, and if he looks at you, that means the whip. So then I have to hide my desire to be looked at, and I have to maybe camouflage it in a different way because I don't want to be seen, or I don't want to be seen in a neighborhood where people are going to beat me up. That's not a good look at me situation. But now, why would I want anyone to look at me as a child? Well, I'm not going to go into
Before
the
you
depth.
get into that next thing, we've had several more comments. Amy says, of course everyone should pay attention to me. It's in the rules, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And she laughs. And Todd says, good topic. I am that.
Oh, goody.
And Ram says, or it's Ram, namaste from Kathmandu, Nepal.
Oh, namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, it's so wonderful to see you.
Here's looking at you in
That's
Nepal.
right. That's right. We're looking at you. You're looking at us. So, yes, I was talking about how sometimes we hide the desire to look. So, what is the trouble? I can't remember what I was talking about. So, I'm going to pick it up as though I knew what I was up to.
Why do we want it?
Why do we want it? Yes, thank you. Well, we go back to that. Well, because in my situation, my mother was the holder of all the power in the family, the purse strings and the emotional. And I wanted her attention because that was the one way. We were very poor. Oh, we were so poor.
Look at you, how you've suffered.
How I've suffered. Anyway, so so in order to get things, I needed to be in my mother's radar, right? And she had so many other things to do. She had another child. She had a sick husband. She had to work. She was neurotic herself. I mean,
Compulsive cleaner.
Compulsive cleaner. She had to clean the house every day. I mean, I had to do something really spectacular to get her away from cleaning. I mean, really, you have no idea how compulsive this was. I mean, a woman who cleaned the stove every night with a toothbrush, even if she didn't use it. I mean, that's compulsive. So there was a reason for me to want to be, in her radar. And I learned very early that being poor and I needed to get ahead by my own bootstraps, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that meant I had to excel at something, right? So the teachers had to see me. So that's a lot of it for me. And you can look at that for yourself because I want to talk about some other things rather than the why. I want to talk about the results. Oh my God. Go to social media. Why are we even on there? Look at me, look at me. Oh, I had a hernia this week. And all my friends are going to gather around me and say, oh my God, you had a hernia. Yes. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. That's so terrible. You had a hernia. No, I'm not saying that it isn't terrible and that you don't need sympathy, but there's this big desire to have attention and for people to know that you have a hernia. I mean, I do the same thing, right? And so, which is fine, except that the person right next to you has cancer. Oh no. how am I going to beat cancer? Well, I have a hernia, but my family had cancer. My husband had cancer, but oh, that's nothing. My husband had Alzheimer's, and I really suffered. And I mean, it goes on and on. We find ourselves competing for attention by making ourselves and we even are emphasizing that, or we may be getting attention by being the bravest. Oh, well, I had a hernia, or I have cancer, but I'm amazing because I'm handling it so well, and I'm, sending you blessings because I care so much about you, even though I have cancer or a hernia or something like that. Do you understand what I mean? I have to scream. Now, I'm going to give you an example that is very dear to my heart. It's about music. You may notice that I'm a musician. So it used to be that you had this great rock and roll song. Well, that doesn't sound anything like rock and roll. Well, you see, I can't play rock and roll. Anyway, so I'm playing something that, all right, and now it used to be that you would have to go on tour or you'd get a record deal and they would screw you with the royalties and all that stuff. But you would be, look at me, I'm on the radio, look at me. Everybody knows my name. Look at me. Yes, I'm drinking and drugging and trying to wake myself up and trying to put myself to sleep. But hey, who cares, right? Because look at me. Look at all these people who are looking at me. And that's how you did it. But now, it's really hard. I mean, people don't have that many record labels, and it's hard. And what people do is they say, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. I don't even have to be good. I just need to get it on social media. I'm going to get it on Spotify. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And everybody is going to hear my song. So that's lovely, okay? But maybe you have to buy more equipment. And not only do you have to buy more equipment, you're buying Facebook ads, and you're buying Spotify ads, and you're working your buns off trying to get somebody to listen to you on Spotify.
Or to see you on YouTube.
Oh, I see you on Facebook. Or YouTube
or
something.
YouTube.
And it's a huge amount of energy. Now I'm putting all my energy, I'm not putting my energy so much into making music. I'm making music part-time and I'm full-time trying to get on Spotify. By the way, you can hear my music on Spotify, just in case you were wondering. So what's happening is I'm doing something. I'm actually hurting myself. I'm spending money I don't have because I want my moment of glory on Spotify. Now, I remember reading about this, about getting a bestseller on Amazon. What you had to do is get everybody that you knew to buy your book the same day. And you could be a bestseller for the day on Amazon.
Oh.
And then you could advertise that you were a bestseller. Think of all the effort that took. You didn't even have to read the book. Who cares about the book? What's the book? The important thing is I'm on Amazon. I'm a bestseller. So we're doing things that we shouldn't do. Now, is that so different from the teenager who goes out there and says, I am going to jump over a 6-foot building with a broken leg because I need more and more attention. It's getting harder. My sister, see, I used to be able to ace my sister just by being smart or being good at sports, but now my sister is getting kind of sexy and she just walks in and everybody's looking at her. Now what am I going to do? I have to do something really big. Okay, so I'm going to jump over or I'm going to drag race, right? I'm going to drive 100 miles an hour in a busy shopping center. And so when I do that, wow, people are going to notice me, especially when I go to jail. But anyway, I'm doing things that are dangerous. I'm doing things that are hurt. You see, I'm hurting myself. I'm spending money I don't have. I'm taking risks. I'm daring to do things that I shouldn't do. And I don't even realize that I'm doing it just for attention, because I think I like it. You know why? Because when that child gets that attention from mom and dad for whatever they get attention for, you say, oh, that was great. I loved that experience. But did you love the experience of, killing toads? Or did you love the experience of getting your mother to pay attention to you? Or did you love the experience of winning? Or did you love the experience of being seen as a winner? So you have to keep winning. So what's happening is I'm getting confused between what I want to do and what I want to do in order to get attention. I actually remembered the three things, I think.
Excellent.
And that's a real problem. Do I really want to be a doctor? Or am I getting my mother's or father's or both of them their attention, or the school's attention, or I'm shooting people at night and I'm bragging about it and I'm getting attention for being the biggest badass on the block. I don't even like to shoot people, but I don't even know that. I don't know that I don't want to do it because I like the experience of the attention. James, are we...
We've had another comment.
Yes.
Ram said, thank you, dear.
Thank you, Ram. So then I start getting mixed up. What do I like? What am I doing? So I'm on Facebook. I do the Granny Rock Show with Sweet Baby James. Also on Thursdays, I play the piano for real. You know, this is for fun, right? To accompany the Granny Rock Show, and I sit down and I improvise. And do I want to do that? Or do I like the attention? I think I like it. But sometimes I'm tired and it's like, oh God, my arms hurt. I don't want to really do this. But I would never dream of not doing it because my fans.
Can't let your fans down.
I can't let my fans down. So now this is really serious. Maybe I am doing stuff for attention and I think I want to do it and I can't differentiate between what I'm doing because I want to do it and what I'm doing because I want attention.
And is there anything wrong with that?
Yes, because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Suppose I really want to be a carpenter, but I get more attention for being a doctor because I have... There's another one.
Yeah, Blanquita says, Beth and James, hello.
Hello, Blanquita.
Hello.
Hola. So... after a while, after I've been doing it over and over and over and getting attention for neurotic behaviors of putting myself out in a certain way that people are going to like or they're going to approve of, if they're going to give me attention for, it becomes more habitual, and I keep doing it over and over and over and over, and I lose track of me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's serious. And supposing I want to change the music that I play. Maybe I don't want to play lovely, soothing music. Maybe I want to play and people are going to hang up because they don't like it. It's like, oh no, I'm losing attention. I'm losing attention. I can't play like that. I have to go back to. Right?
Hey, maybe you should tell them about your upcoming album, because you've got a piece in there called "What Life Is Like."
Yeah. Yes. Well, I have an upcoming album, June 25th. It's going to be released on Spotify and Apple Music and Pandora and all those places that you go to listen to music, and you can download it and you can purchase it after June 25th. And I have concerts coming up, and am I going to take a risk? Every time I do Dreams of Peace, no, not Dreams of Peace, we changed the name to Magical Piano Improvisations. I have to ask myself, am I going to play what I feel, or am I going to play something that I think you're going to like so you'll come back and give me attention? And I know great artists, or I don't know if they're great artists, but popular artists go through the same thing. I mean, and they go and they play the same music over and over, or they can be punished by their fans. So I have to look. I was looking today at myself in a very deep way, because I'm starting a new program, which I'm already doing, so I shouldn't say I'm starting it, where I coach people in playing improvisational piano music, especially classical pianists who've been, made afraid to deviate from the music. And I'm asking myself, do I want to do this because I want to help them, or am I doing it because I finally found something that I think will get me attention? Oh my God, I had to really look at that. So after a day of soul searching, I decided that I really want to help people become more self-expressed, and maybe I also want a little attention. But I keep picking things that people don't like, so I don't get a lot of attention. I should pick something that people do like. But no, I want to get attention for being different, so it's convoluted. But things are opening up for me, and the universe is saying yes. And that tells me that I'm doing it for the right reason, and that it's time, because I'm an intuitively guided counselor, which some of you probably knows, and then I'm an improvisational pianist, and then I'm inner revolutionary, and I would like to change people's relationship to music, especially classical pianists, and I'm excited about the doing of it. So I have to ask myself, am I willing to do it if I don't get attention? Looks like we have, oh my goodness, that's not it.
Oh, we have some more comments.
Yes.
Amy says, trying to get attention is a never-ending activity.
Exactly.
And it never feels like enough.
Exactly.
But enjoying something is what is really satisfying.
Exactly, Amy. Because that
Good one.
is really the point. It's like something that just, it's like an addiction of alcohol. It just gets more and more and more. You have to keep beating it the last time and having more attention and more attention. And I want that satisfaction. I want to feel connected to what I do. And I wish that for you too. So I want to remind you that tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations, where I just really sit down and play and focus on the music, which I love doing. And I also love doing this. I love playing for you and talking to you at the same time. And I'm really, really enjoying this. So come back next Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time for Granny Rocks, where I combine the music and the message. And tomorrow night, Thursday nights, at 7 p.m. Pacific time. If you want to, if you relate to it, come. Not because I need your attention, but because I need communion with other human beings. And that's a different feeling. Attention is all about me, and communion is all about us. So until then, I wish you a wonderful good night. And leave your comments and share this program and tell us how you feel about what we've said and how you relate. So, bye-bye.